Hello everybody and welcome to our last game of lacrosse today. We have a great match, a semi-final match between Scotland and Wales. Scotland coming from Group B, finishing second. They are facing the number 3rd team from Group A, Wales. Right now we are looking at the Wales roster. Their top goal scorer, number 10, Phoebe Hunt, has 5 goals with 2 goals coming from yesterday. We also have Florence Rogers, who has 3 goals in total. Number 17, Annabelle Noble, with 1 goal and 2 assists, which leads the team, along with having 11 of 23 draw wins. And then we have their goalie, number 1, Olivia Downs Haskell, with a 70% save rate, only allowing 9 goals the entire tournament for her team, and getting 21 assists, 21 saves, excuse me. And in yesterday's game, she had an 81% save percentage, 81% save, only allowed 3 goals and had 13 saves.
Seriously impressive there from Olivia Downs-Haskell. Just to introduce ourselves, because Tim forgot to, I'm Annie Parker, joined today by
Timothy Graham. Great to see you all again.
So I'm just going to talk you through a little bit about the Welsh management team there as we go through the Scottish roster. They are coached by Kieran Pegram-Milner, who is the head coach of both the under-19 and the under-21 Wales women's team. Previously coached teams Hustle and Swift at the Fly, and also previously a specialist lacrosse coach at Claremont Fan Court School over in the UK. He's currently head coach at Benenden School in the UK, a huge UK international sports feeder school. So very, very impressive from him. So going through the Scottish roster now, you can see Grace Penny and Bella Penny there. 2 sisters playing on the Scottish team. As we just go through management for Scotland now, you'll see Heather McRae there, just waving more recently. She has been coaching at Scotland Lacrosse for the last 3 years, graduate of Loughborough University with a first class in sports and exercise science and a distinction in a master's in exercise physiology. Joining them is Rosie Hazel as an assistant coach who went to St Leonard's School and Sixth Form College, where the first ever women's lacrosse game was played in 1890 in Scotland. Introducing the officials today. Now we'll hear the national anthem of Team Wales.
And now we're going to hear the national anthem of Scotland. Once we hear them, we will get this game started.
Scotland finishing off, Scotland the Brave there, opting to choose this anthem over the Flower of Scotland that's normally sung at occasions like the Rugby Six Nations over in the UK.
Have you found out a reason why they chose this particular song rather than the other one?
Sensitive question there, Tim. It's to do with the connotations about the Scottish versus the English that come out in that particular song in No Flower of Scotland.
Ah, all right.
A bit of a kind choice, I think, from the Scottish to use it rather than Flower of Scotland.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's a very political question, too.
Okay, then we will move right on to how we think each team's gonna play then today.
Yeah, so we have a very good idea so far of what we might be expecting, because these two teams have faced off at home internationals earlier this year in the senior age brackets, the under-21s and in the under-18s. All three of those games, Scotland coming out victorious over Wales. That was only just in April, so only a few months have passed since then. We are now in July at the European Championships, where the stakes are higher than they would be at home internationals, which occurs every single year. So to give you an idea, these senior Scots came away with a win of 15-4 against Wales, a similar score from the under-21s of 14-6 against Wales, and the under-18s also victorious against Wales in April, 14-3. So that gives us an idea of what kind of game we might be seeing here. But the energy, I think you'd agree, Tim, as the teams came out on the field there, was huge. I wasn't quite expecting so much energy from them both.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's energy from both the teams and the fans that are out there. This first group of quarterfinals, we've seen all the fans really going crazy. Especially we've seen Germany's fans, we've seen Sweden's fans. They have big crowds. We have another big crowd here for Wales.
Yeah,
another one here for
huge turnout today from the British home nations.
Yeah, exactly. And I know for a fact these teams are going to be feeding off that energy from them, and that's just going to feed into the energy that this team brings into each play that they go into.
For sure, for sure. Okay, we will be starting in the next couple of minutes. But I'm going to hand over to Mr. Stats himself, Tim, to tell you a little bit about the Scottish game yesterday and overall generally, I think, right?
Oh yeah, the Scottish game yesterday, they went against, I believe, Ireland.
Yeah, really disappointing game for them, I think. They're very, very frustrated by the level of physicality brought by the Irish.
Oh yeah, you could see a little bit of bad blood between a few of the players. The game ended 12-19 with an Ireland win, and Ireland securing first place in Group B. So, although I'm fairly sure that Scotland is happy that Ireland did not advance to the semis after being taken down by Sweden. So I'm sure they are going to be playing with a lot of enthusiasm, and they're probably going to be playing a little bit better than the stats have shown, from my opinion.
Definitely, and this is a team that they are very used to playing. So, not only in the home internationals every single year, but also at the Eurolax Sixes, these two teams will have faced off in February as well. So they've met several times this year already, and now for what I think is the third time this year already, Scotland face off against Wales in this final quarter-final of the day here in Prague.
Yep. Robin McDonald and
unbelievable draw from her. Storms down the field. We saw something similar against Ireland yesterday. Grace Penny with the ball now, looking for Phoebe Thornett, but tipped by Wales.
And they'll just get it to their goalie there, number 1, Olivia Downs-Haskell.
She comes away from that game against England yesterday with an 81% save success percentage. That is the highest I think we've probably seen at the tournament so far. We'd normally be expecting about a 33% save ratio from the majority of the goalies here, but we've seen some fantastic performances from the likes of Rachel Watson in goal for Scotland at the moment as well. Here come Wales with an opportunity here. Rolls wide to the right of the cage.
Yeah, not a good shot choice there. Went with flash, and when you should be going for the easy shot, easy score to get your team some points first. Yeah,
especially early on. You want to be taking those 100% shots. Wales trying, they're getting a lot of shots off, lots of shooting opportunities, just not able to put it away just yet, but they are retaining possession very well in their attacking third. Robin McDonald, there was a moving pick there. Oh, hang on, potentially not. Ball's going to go to the Scottish. I think it was for the moving pick.
It was probably moving pick on number 17 there, Annabelle Noble.
Potentially a hold, actually, I'm not sure. Great redefense there from Wales. Very impressive start.
Yeah, taking the ball from Robin McDonald right there.
You see the Scottish redefending quite slowly here, dropping through the midfield fairly slowly. Not something they were able to do against Ireland's speed yesterday. Emily Ballard facing off against what looks like it's about to be a Welsh drive from number 17. Annabelle Noble with the first shot for Wales, coming out strong in the first quarter here. Watch this drive here. Beautiful face dodge, just not able to get past Emily Ballard there. Wouldn't be surprised if the Scottish legs are feeling a little bit heavy today, as their game against Ireland was essentially a matchup of speed, because Ireland plays so individualistically and they're so rapid through the midfield.
Yeah, Wales winning drop control right here.
And she's straight there, right in front of goal, picked up by Tabby Black for Scotland. Look at that speed through the midfield from her. Well known for it too, Fiona Cameron. Brilliant positioning from her. Now watch her partnership maybe with Grace Penny. Was open there a little bit, but she takes it safely behind the goal. Scotland looking to settle, looking to tick down the time here and get creative. We know that their attack is so fluid. They love a wheel. Fiona Cameron trying to get through the Welsh defence there. That's going to be a push by Wales, giving Fiona Cameron the opportunity she was looking for there. She's going to be on the first hash. Not ideal for a left-hander at this angle. But let's see. And a great save there by Olivia Downs-Haskell for Wales.
Yeah, textbook save there from her. Just traveled right to the center. She stayed there, took it in the chest, and got away from that free shot opportunity.
Ball stays with Scotland's Grace Penny to Bella Penny. Emily Ballard.
Drop pass.
Just an opportunity for Wales here. Ball's going to go to Wales for the cover. Or held check, unsure there. In the centre for Wales. Push by Scotland's Tabby Black. Given. Florence Rogers.
She'll get it at the top of the arc here.
Yeah, perfect positioning for a free position. Best angles. Good save by Rachel Watson. Tipped off by Scottish defence.
Yeah, she's had a really good event here too. That 52% save rate, only allowing 22 goals and 24 saves over 3 games. It's a great stat line right there if you're a goalie.
Here comes Katie Hiley, Kai Harper, Phoebe Thornett just fumbling the ball slightly, but chased by Grace Penny. Phoebe Thornett to Fiona Cameron. There might be an opportunity for Scotland here. Fantastic defence, very physical defence from the Welsh. That's going to be a push by Bella Penny. Coming in with considerable force. She's calling for the Scottish to drop earlier, which they seem to be struggling with a little bit here, following their game with Ireland yesterday. Bit scrappy there from the Welsh, picked up by Katie Binstead for Scotland. Here comes Phoebe Thornett. Fiona Cameron, just a bit of a panic pass there, but also the sun, the angle of the sun's so difficult for Fiona Cameron there because it's directly in her face. She's receiving that feed from Phoebe Thornett.
Yeah, really hard to track the ball when the sun's in your face.
Exactly. It'll be also affecting Olivia Downs-Haskell in goal too, especially from that right side when you get those left-handed drivers.
Yeah, I'm sure the pitch to the left side of us, and then on the side away, it's going to be really hard to get passes over on that side because of that sun. So we might see more of these, more passes kind of toward our side of the area.
Definitely the sun is super, super strong here today in Prague. We had some lovely weather throughout the whole day and the whole tournament generally, I think. It's been a beautiful tournament for lacrosse.
Oh, yeah. Aside from a few sprinkles and showers, we've had amazing weather here today. Not too hot, not too cold.
Checking into across the body there by Phoebe Thornett. Robin McDonald on the defence there for Scotland.
Yeah, right now Annabelle with the ball. Trying to find a space inside.
Annabelle Noble's already scored today. Kept out well by Katie Binstead.
A great move there from her.
Looks like it's going to be Kai Harper of the University of Edinburgh who's going to be put into shooting space there and fall behind on this free position for Annabelle Noble. Will it be her second goal of the day? She moves it. Great look to Hannah Lage there.
Yeah, just a little bit left there.
Here goes Kai Harper through the midfield for Scotland.
Yeah, Kai Harper, assist leader for this team right now.
Just unlucky in that feed to Grace Penny. Picked up by Phoebe Thornett. Recycled through. Instructing her team to calm a little bit here. Comes around the left-hand side of the crease. Here comes Anna Hutchison. Held check by Anna Hutchison there. Is going to give the ball to Wales. Annabelle Noble with the ball here, who plays at Oxton up in Manchester. Well, Manchester, Liverpool area in the north of England. Robin McDonald on the defence against Phoebe Hurt, and she shoots and scores. What a start for Wales against Scotland. Scotland really struggling to get traction here in their attack. The Welsh defence doing a phenomenal job of keeping them out.
Oh yeah, right now it's a great all-around game that the Welsh are playing here, not letting Scotland get any of those easy goals, and taking opportunities when Scotland messes up. They're able to drive down the pitch and get a good look at the goal, and because of that they have 2 points here, and Scotland is still searching for their first.
Yeah, from that replay there, I think it was just the double. They're formed by Scotland well initially, but they didn't commit to the double, so they just let her run in an arc rather than working together to force her out wide to the side of the pitch closest to us here. And they just let her have that beautiful left hand kind of C-cut drive. The slide didn't come from across the top of the fan there either. Scotland are going to have to get that in order. You know, that third slide has to come. They have to be covering one another's players. And any holes at the adjacents, a throw between Kai Harper here and Annabelle Noble.
Noble comes up with it here. Getting it to number 14, Nia Martin.
Of Manchester University, that's where Nia plays.
She passes over to Phoebe, number 10. Looking for options here. Looks like she's going isolation here. Might try it herself.
Phoebe committed to Florida Tech in the States. Let's see what she does against Katie Binstead. And look at that open opportunity there. Great save by Rachel Watson.
Florence Rogers there trying to score from the narrow side of the goal there.
Kai Harper here with the ball. Good look to Anna Hutchison.
Yeah, Kai Harper, great pass there, like she always does. And
Shot
great
by
score.
Karis Bucknell. What a beautiful transition to a fast break and goal by Scotland there.
Yeah, that was a lovely sequence there from Harper to the midfielder, directly over to the attacker, and just
absolute
shove that in
pinpoint
there.
accuracy. Look at that shot there by number 4, Karis Bucknell. Scotland, hopefully for them, getting into a groove now that they've scored their first goal away off a beautiful transition and fast break. Definitely ones for the Instagram there.
Oh, definitely, yeah. For the highlight reel, too. Got to send that to a college.
Bellepenny scoops up a ball fumbled by Wales. Great change of levels there to evade the defence. Wales. Oh, unbelievable from Fiona Cameron. Oh, that's unlucky there. She's crossed through the crease, intercepting it on a roll to the goalkeeper. Olivia Williams there. Great ride by the Scottish. They just need to commit to the contact there. Almost there by Karis Bucknell. She might get it now. Off the boundary, so it goes to Wales. Nice tip by Fiona Cameron. Kylie Kieran now with the ball to Charlotte Davies. Back to Kieran rather. Pair work now. Looking for a mirror. And what a shot!
Great shot right there.
Brilliant by Kylie Kieran of Haverford College.
Yeah, ripped and twined to the broadside of the goal. Was able to get it there before the goalie could react. Amazing goal there from her.
Watch this screen as well here. Lovely X-cut. She was open there, but she had that step. Very physical player. You can see she puts her strength to good use against Scotland. Scotland needing to respond strongly now. The help just needed to come a bit earlier. Scotland need to identify that she is a threat a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we're about to reach the stoppage time rules here for inside 30 seconds of any quarter, besides the fourth quarter where it's 2 minutes.
Here comes Emily Ballard. We saw a strong start on the field for her yesterday. Will she now make it? Oh, she's looking for that off-ball movement. I think she was looking for an opportunity for a skip pass from Fiona Cameron. Great cut by her there. They know they need to send a shot off now. Try by Bellepenny of Bristol University in the UK. Here comes Karis Bucknell. Fantastic speed here. 1 second left. Not exactly the start Scotland might have been hoping for. Wales are currently 3-1 up against Scotland in the end of this first quarter. What are your thoughts so far, Tim?
Wales has played great right now. They knew that they were seen as the underdogs when they came into here. I'm certain the coaches just told them, be aggressive, go to the ball, rip that twine, get that goal. And so far they've been doing just that, along with having some great defense. While on the other side, Scotland, they seem a little thrown off. They were expecting this game to be probably a little easier concerning the past few games that Wales and the Scots have had. So I'm sure the coaches here are going to be telling them to be a lot more aggressive here while still trying to maintain some of that technique there and just get back to some regular good old Scottish lacrosse.
Exactly. I think also the fresher legs are starting to show for Wales now. Only 3 teams in their division versus the Scottish 4. You know, but Division B was a really, really tough division with Germany, Scotland. Who else was in there?
We
Ireland,
had Germany,
Israel,
Scotland, Ireland, Israel. All of those teams historically great. Germany moving on to the semis. They did great against, I believe it was Ireland, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it was the Swedish that beat the Irish, I think, today.
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. It was the Swedish that beat the Irish.
It'll be
Germany
Czechia
lost
that
to the Czech team. That is correct. So the Czech team, they were second in Group A. So they played Wales along with England in that really tough, three-team pool.
But one less game. They've had, you know, days off that Scotland just haven't been able to get there. They've had, you know, perhaps easier games where they can rest their legs because they were beaten by both England and Czechia. They didn't have to fight as hard in some of the games that Scotland has had, you know, like the draw against Germany, which is a phenomenal game, the absolutely rapid-paced game we had yesterday against Ireland. They did have an easier game against Israel, but equally Israel came out fighting in the first quarter. Scotland seemed to have this first quarter problem of struggling to come out fighting from the blocks, but we'll see, hopefully for now, for them, that they come back with a stronger start into the second quarter.
Yeah, Welsh with the draw win right there. Taking it up.
Nia Martin to Kylie Kieran, Annabelle Noble, Hannah Legge, Charlotte Davies of the University of Birmingham as well. Heading up the top of the fan there, Annabelle Noble. With another opportunity, slide comes there.
Noble coming in.
Just advantage flag given there. You just saw Eva Bowie struggling a little bit with approaching her on that drive. She kind of just sat. You know, Scotland need to up their aggression. They need to be closing down that space between themselves on the defence and the very fast-paced Welsh attackers who have fresher legs than they do at the moment. Good Scottish crash and recovery there.
Yeah, Phoebe Hunt looking for a good pass. Finds one to...
Here comes the crease roll. Slide needs to come early. Slide needs to go now. Good defence from Scotland there. You can see Emily Ballard checking in at that moment to see if it was the right time to slide. Good communication from the two, from Emily Ballard and Katie Binstead in the centre of the hole there, as it looks like the Welsh are setting up some kind of isolation, and a big run up for number 10, Phoebe Hurt.
Their top goal scorer here so far.
And that'll be why they've chosen to isolate her at this point. Early slide there from Scotland, but ripped and shot, scored!
That will be the second goal today here for Phoebe. That brings her total up to 7 goals in this tournament.
Not quite the defense that we're expecting. You can see that Bella Penny is currently taking her team for a huddle, and she looks frustrated at the moment with some of the defense that's coming out of Scotland on an individual level. Team-wise, they're doing much better crashes. The third slides are coming better. They're checking into the hole and at the ball carrier a lot better than they were in the first quarter, but they need to step up that 1v1.
Yeah, if they can continue playing defense like this, then the Welsh are going to have a lot less opportunities to score, and all Scotland would have to do is be able to gain possession of the ball, transition clean, and get clean shots.
You know, Scotland need possession here as well, but the Welsh have it. Scotland need to sort out their draw control. Annabelle Noble, great positioning from her on the transition for Wales. Wales looking super relaxed at the moment. Calls for off-ball movement from the Welsh. It is looking quite static at the moment. They're just getting their touches in, but they're all standing and ball watching at the moment.
Yeah, Phoebe Hunt looking for some space here.
They'll need to start occupying defence off ball, and a shot, great save there for Rachel Watson. Tumble between two Scottish players there as well.
Oh yeah, great save there from the goalie.
But Kylie Kieran with the ball now to Hannah Legge, up to Charlotte Davies. Back to Hannah Legge there, looking for an opportunity. Great two-man game.
Yeah, try to get it to...
Push from Scotland, going to give them another opportunity.
Yeah, they're trying to get it to Charlotte Davies there. Was a little bit too high.
Although, if you watch this feed here that's about to come, look how the Welsh actually follow through onto Katie Binsted's head there, not spotted by the umpires. So Scotland will not be happy with that.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to
Could have been a yellow card there for a dangerous follow-through. Bella Penny's hand up at the follow-through there. Some disagreement on the refs. The ref on the right-hand side.
We're going to get a
wanting to give a card there because it did connect with Bella Penny's head. Hence that arm up in frustration. That's the second one in a few minutes now that we've seen.
We're only seeing...
Yeah, so you can see her signalling there to the refs about the follow-through on that goal.
We'll probably get an answer fairly quickly here.
They've stopped the clock anyway at the request of the umpires. Dangerous follow-through has been given by the refs after discussion, and the goal disallowed. Yellow card. Looks like it's Annabelle Noble off for 2 minutes now for that dangerous follow-through. Bella Penny will be chuffed with that, getting that, making that clear to the umpire. She felt it straight on top of her head. Something goggles really don't protect against, and that's why the Americans are starting to bring in these half helmets for players in the US. Scotland not making the most of that opportunity, but great double and redefense from Tabby Black and Fiona Cameron against Kylie Kieran, bringing that physicality up again.
Oh yeah, Scotland's possession for Scotland has not been great so far. Haven't been able to keep the ball. The Welsh defense have just overwhelmed them so far. And we have yet to see if Scotland can give an answer to that.
Sending the double now. Scotland is struggling a little bit with the pace of the Welsh players to send that double effectively. Look, they're dancing around them at the moment. One of them needs to take one side, steering and communicating where the other is coming from behind.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing that a little here.
Good defense from Bella Penny though. Brilliant check.
Right there.
Forcing it to struggle. And it's going to go to Scotland for going out of bounds. Great defense and hustle from Bella Penny there. An absolutely ferocious player. She's looking early for that ball, moving with purpose.
Oh yeah, Bella Penny playing out there with her sister, Grace Penny.
Scotland struggling with the transition, really struggling at the moment. Advantage flag is up, but she scores. Despite having fouls against her, that'll be a goal for, I think, number 10, Phoebe Hurt. Sorry, you were saying something there, Tim.
Oh no, I was just mentioning that Grace Penny and Bella Penny are sisters. So I'm sure they're having a lot of fun playing out there together. I'm sure they had a lot of fun playing against, let me see, the Wales team a little earlier this year.
But also, he saw a brilliant sister goal from them yesterday.
Oh yeah, exactly.
As well. Hopefully we can see a little bit more of that from them to come.
Oh yeah, hopefully the chemistry between these two can uplift the Scottish team.
Yeah, they've been in the Scottish program for a very long time now, so they will start putting that experience to good use.
Oh yeah, but right now, this game is just being dominated by the Wales, especially Phoebe
Straight
Hart.
from the draw as well. Phoebe Hart, as you were saying.
Already has her hat trick here today, moving her total goals up from 5 to 8. She's having a great game right now.
Looks like Eva Bowie was hit in the face there by a pass. Hopefully she's okay. But Scotland now have possession with Kai Harper on the top of the fan. Look at Hannah Wiley's positioning there. Gosh, unfortunately, a little bit long feed there into space, but she picks it up well, retaining possession for Scotland into their attacking third. Grace Penny with the ball now. Somebody that usually plays from behind goal, now up at the top, but she'll be looking to make her way round. Robin McDonald sending the ball behind at her instruction. Fiona Cameron now setting pick set by Grace Penny rather. Kai Harper here with her speed. Angle fading, chooses not to take the shot. Now watch this isolation opportunity for Scotland. Great cut by Karis Bucknell, but heavily defended well by the Welsh. You know, the Wales are really keeping right on the backs of Scotland, looking for that stick check on the catch. Oh, unfortunate feed there, just goes to the floor. Look, here we go, Anna Hutchinson. And what a goal, but unfortunately whistle goes before full shooting space. Anna Hutchinson.
Oh, very unlucky there. She's going to have to do it again.
Pressure's on now.
It's an easy ask, right?
Look at this, good mirror there, but just could have popped it in front of her on a left hand from Karis Bucknell there, would have made the difference. Grace Penny, fantastic from Scotland. Watch this on the replay. Scotland do this so well, given that the new free movement rules have come in. They really position themselves well on the free position. Something that's done well by Scottish senior player Jess Westwood as well for the University of Birmingham in their games too. Something that Scotland lacrosse have been teaching very, very well since those new rules have come through. And that's the, you know, what discerns the very seasoned players from those who aren't. It's the ones who know the changes to the rules and how to exploit them well.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't understand that part of being good at this game is also being good at adapting to new rules that are introduced. If you're not able to do that, then you're going to be messing up a whole lot for your team.
Women's lacrosse is changing so much recently as well because they're trying to bring it in line with the men's game for LA 2028, the Olympic bid that we're all hoping will be introduced, and hopefully we'll get some news on that in September. Fantastic drive there from Katie Hiley. Karis Bucknell with the ball now, across to Robin McDonald. We know she's got some serious pace on her. Phoebe Thornett, top goal scorer for Scotland in several of their previous games. Grace Penny now. Watch this roll on the inside. Great defence by Wales. Picked up again by Grace Penny. Over to Phoebe Thornett. Taking her time now to build momentum for Scotland. They work so well from behind the goal with these wheels that they do. Really exciting to see if it continues. There's Karis Bucknell. Opportunity for Phoebe Thornett. Doesn't quite come off. Felt a little bit forced through the double sent by Wales.
Yeah, that would be an easy save for Olivia Downs-Haskell right now.
You can see the Scottish getting a little bit tired, going for the checks rather than getting their feet in front of them. Look at that, a trip by Robin McDonald, but not given by umpires there. Not even an advantage flag moved.
Well, we will get a push call here.
Oh, just unfortunate there.
Such a bad bounce for the goalie there.
Luck really just not on Scotland's side today to start this off. They'll be hoping to turn this around in the next half. Look at this. It's actually the pass that just bounces through her legs, up and over the top of her goalie stick.
Oh, yeah.
Really unfortunate for Rachel Watson there. Annabelle Ballard. Sorry, not Annabelle Ballard, what am I talking about? Emily Ballard facing up against Annabelle Noble on the draw. Scotland almost had that opportunity. They need to go towards the ball with a bit more hunger. Anna Hutchinson sees Katie Binstead, but they need to move the ball a little bit quicker before Wales get on top of them.
Eleanor Matthews.
Opportunity for Scotland to get some possession back. Good look there from Katie Hiley. Supported by Imogen Cochrane. Scotland now going to take their time. They have a very, very fluid and well-developed, mature sense to their attack. Hopefully they can start a bit more of that pair work that they're so good at, and their ball movement. Here comes Emily Ballard, looking for a roll. And Phoebe Thornett, here we go. Unlucky there.
Try to go with a little finesse there, just couldn't aim it right.
Yeah, she had some opportunity there as well to switch to her left hand because there weren't that many defenders from Wales on that left-hand side. So even though it would have been a more difficult angle, might have allowed her to have some better control over the placement of the shot.
Yeah, exactly. If she just took 2 seconds to get set, find a good position to shoot, and rip that twine
extra
instead
second, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said during our last game commentating together, a lot of these teams, they play box lacrosse. So they're used to like a shot clock. They're used to trying to get the ball out of their stick as fast as possible. And sometimes that just turns into muscle memory, and you can't really shake that after a few months or a few weeks of practicing with this team.
Yeah, lots of this team play up at a senior level, so they've only really had a couple of practices together, but we've seen some great stuff from their attack so far. Looking a little bit forced at the moment from Scotland. They just need to get into their groove a bit more and work together. Look, the timing's a little bit off here for the drive, but she goes for it.
Oh, great save there from Olivia Down-Taskell.
They just need to take their time a little bit more with that and work together, given that their legs are not as fresh as the Welsh at the moment. They need to give themselves time to build up to those kind of drives, whereas their partner work might be more effective for them at this stage.
Exactly, a little more than 45 seconds for this half. It looks like Wales is trying to add one more point to the scoreboard before calling it a half here.
Score is currently 6-2 to Wales over Scotland. 30 seconds now left in this half. Up and over. Goes really quite wide there for the Welsh, but a good opportunity. Some great pair work inside the fan going from north to south from the Welsh. Kai Harper there, great positioning.
Yeah.
Good clear.
15 seconds here to get across, and she is zooming right now.
Look at her go. Look at Fiona Cameron there. Yes,
wow.
And what a shot. I thought they might get the shooting space there. She was looking for it, but she placed it around that player as the Welsh duck came in a perfect position for her. Fantastic stuff from Kai Harper, coming straight off the subs bench for Scotland. Greatly timed by Heather McRae and Rosie Hazel in taking that decision to put her on at that moment.
Yeah, Kai Harper usually getting the assists for the team, adding one more goal to her stat line, making it about 6 goals and 5 goals and 11 assists. Still leading the entire event in total points.
Wow.
Yeah.
She is queen of assists.
Ah, she really is. But again, she also has a game above some of these other players. So.
Delay of game there by Wales gives Scotland another opportunity to come back at them in the 7 seconds left in this half. Emily Ballard. Here she goes now. And that's the half. An incredible start so far for Wales, leading 6-3 to Scotland. Some moments here of the last couple of goals scored by Wales and Scotland in this half. Beautiful goal there, past 3 of Scottish defence by Phoebe Hurt of Wales.
So if you're going to look at what we've seen in this half so far, what would you say made the biggest impact to what we see in the scoreboard right now? Welsh's defense really imposing their will on the Scottish offense, or is it just the Scottish team in general making too many mistakes out on this?
I think it's a mental game at this moment. I think it comes from attitude as you step on the pitch, confidence as you step on the pitch. You know, I think like the game against Ireland yesterday really knocked some of the Scottish confidence, and we're seeing that lacking a little bit in the defence and the attack for Scotland. The attack not looking quite as fluid as it did yesterday. The ball movement just a little bit slower. They're not quite gelled together. Maybe in this last part of that half, we saw them start to build momentum now. So we might be seeing a different Scottish team step on this pitch, but particularly in the defence, especially in that first quarter, as I think Wales were ahead by 4-1 at some point in that first quarter. You know, you really saw the confidence of some of those younger Scottish players really starting to struggle with approaching, breaking down that space, going towards them. The first A in the ABCDs of defence is approach. okay? And they were just giving Wales the space to drive around them. You know, I get that the Welsh players are super fast, fresher legs, and coming with momentum, but Scotland's defence really just step up on an individual level. They play really well together as a team, sliding, you know, very well, getting those third slides and those crashes, resetting well, and communicating as they switch players through the hole. But it's that individual level, that individual confidence to step up and take some of these Welsh players that have a bit more momentum on with greater confidence is what we need to see from Scotland stepping out into the second half. From a Welsh perspective, Tim, what are your thoughts?
The Welsh are doing so great right now. I mean, currently we're waiting for the stat sheet to update here, but so far right now, Wales right now is just all Phoebe hurt right now. She's hurting the Scottish right now. I mean, 3 goals right now. We also have about a tie, surprisingly, for draw wins.
That surprises me, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's about 5 each.
Interesting. I would have thought that actually it was, you know, favourably for the Welsh there. They seem to be coming up a lot more with it, but maybe it's what they do with that draw possession that's really counted in the last 2 quarters. Because the Scottish seem to be struggling with the transition a little bit. Wales should be absolutely delighted with the half that they've just come from, especially given the fact that all 3 of their international teams, our home internationals, lost to Scotland. So they should be very, very delighted with their performance so far. Looking really fresh and nimble on the pitch at the moment.
Yeah, and actually I think I have an answer to why we think Wales had more draw control wins, because they have more ground balls. They have 5 as compared to Scotland's 3, while having 4 of those ground balls in the second quarter alone. So in the second quarter, they were going to those loose balls a lot quicker than Scotland, fighting for them a lot harder and actually gaining that possession.
Yeah, I think the focus is a little bit off from Scotland on a couple of their defence and their midfielders kind of fumbling around for the ball as it kind of comes up in the air or bounces towards them or is on the ground ball. They seem a little bit disorientated. They really just need to hone their senses onto that ball for the ground balls and just not think about what's around them as much and just absolutely bulldoze through it, protecting it well. Because there have been a couple of checks, you know, where Wales have managed to get this, you know, get the ball straight out their sticks. You know, they need to take it back to basics, on their confidence in defence, but also on the ground balls as well. Hand at the top of the stick, boxing out, getting control nice and early, because a lot of these draws are going to the floor, and that's where Wales is dominating. But some seriously impressive stuff, particularly notable mentions go to Phoebe Hurt, Kylie Kieran, and some fantastic leadership from Annabelle Noble as well, of Oxton Club up north in England.
Oh, yeah. Some more stats from last half. Total shots. We had Wales taking 13 as compared to Scotland's 9. The majority of Wales's shots came from the first quarter. They had 8 to Scotland's 4. And then from there, they both tied in shots for 5-5. But Wales has had more shots wide than Scotland, having 4 compared to Scotland's 2. So even when Wales is shooting more than Scotland, we're seeing Scotland at least being somewhat more accurate.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think Wales are taking, you know, more shots that might be riskier shots rather than the Scottish, who are taking, you know, less risk, going for those 100% shots and those 100% goals at the moment. However, on the flip side of things, I think the feeds from the Welsh have been far superior in the attack in terms of feeding in towards the hole in a threatening position than the Scots have been. Some of those feeds just not positioned in the right place, but also the person that's cutting to the ball not asking for it in the right place. We've seen Scotland being very dominant with the use of their right hand, a little bit too much, in my opinion. You know, they need to, you know, use and trust their left hands a little bit more than they're used to in terms of where they're asking for the ball in space that gives them the best opportunity to score and have that extra confidence in their attack as well. Couple of minutes left now before this half-time is over. We saw that Kai Harper and Annabelle Noble were called over by the refs, likely probably to discuss some of the increased physicality that we've seen. Couple of Scottish having checks to the head from dangerous follow-throughs that should have possibly been carded by the refs, but might not have been seen by them, as they can't have eyes everywhere despite 3 of them being on the pitch at one time.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see whether Kai Harper will have brought that up with the refs at the time and also with Annabelle Noble. Thanks again to our partners at the European Lacrosse Federation, Czech Lacrosse Union and the City of Prague for hosting this European Championships for the under-21 division. It's been a fantastically run tournament so far.
Also, a big thank you to some more of our sponsors. Check Move, making sure our athletes are all massaged and ready to go for their games and after their games. Park Lane International School, Ivy Hotels, Ace, Kinemax, Point Bench, Progress Partners, and Forward. Thank you all for making this event possible for all these great girls.
We'll be back in a moment for the start of the second half, where we should expect a fighting Scottish defence and very fluid formation in attack, hopefully coming out, and I'm sure a robust response from Wales to extend their lead over Scotland. Score is currently 6-3. Just 2 minutes left before they retake the field.
We are starting the second half here slightly earlier than usual. Both teams were ready, so refs decided to get our play on here. Right now, Wales picking up draw control here. Number 14, Nia, right now with the ball. Passing over to number 4, Charlotte Davis. Feeding the ball to number 10, Phoebe Hurt. Getting it to Florence Rogers here.
Eva Bowie on the defense. Beautiful cut there, but just high on the feed. Anna Hutchison.
Taking it all the way down here.
Here, will she go all the way here? But she's going to take it behind goal, choosing to settle. Fast break opportunity isn't quite on. A couple of the Welsh defenders potentially getting caught in 3 seconds inside the fan. They're hanging very low. Lots of them used to playing sixes where there isn't a fan, where you can only get called for walling. You can't get called for 3 seconds. Just as I was talking during the half-time, feed's not quite there for Scotland at the moment, even though their shots have been more accurate and more on target than Wales. Here comes Fiona Cameron for Scotland.
Yeah, if Scotland can get these passes to connect, then the Wales is going to start to have a problem here on defense.
Here comes Phoebe Thornett.
I just couldn't get a good angle there for her.
Yeah, she's trying to get that centre. Oh, what
great goal right there.
Goal. That's some sixes play there from Anna Hutchison through the legs of her own Welsh defenders in front of her, I believe.
Oh, wonderful underhand there.
See, great recovery there from the Welsh after that double team. But look, literally through the legs of both the Welsh keeper and number 6 from Wales.
Oh, yeah.
Molly Roberts.
Eleanor de Molly.
Fantastic
a wonderful catch
Anna
and shoot
Hutchison.
right there.
Yeah, great positioning from her. That's the kind of creativity we'll see and continue to see from Scotland as they fight back against Wales. Wales hoping to extend their lead off this draw. They've had some fantastic draw control and on the ground balls too. 6-4 to Wales. Great stick check on the stick check on the catch by Emily Ballard of Scottish attacking midfield. Worrying situation for Scotland here. Wales getting a chaotic fast break opportunity. Some confusion over who's on the ball there.
Noble right now with the ball here.
Eva Bowie one of the youngest members of Scottish defence. No advantage given there by the refs for what was, looks like from here, a check to the head by Scottish defence. Welsh looking comfortable, very static in the attack, ticking the time down now. Will Scotland get impatient here? They're going to have to watch ball and player very, very carefully across the top of the van. Not much movement going on from here from the Welsh at all.
Yeah, right now, Zoe Quipwell, the youngest member of this team. Oh, I'm sorry, that's number 10. Phoebe Hunt, hurt. Ball gets back to her.
You know, I'm not really sure what the Welsh tactic is here to be taking such time with it. I don't know if they're waiting for the Scottish to come to them, or what's going on here.
I feel like part of it's trying to run down the as much time as possible, giving Scotland less opportunities to actually score and come back here.
Here comes Kai Harper. Here we go. Oh, great opportunity for Annabelle Noble.
Just
right
missed.
On the top there. That third slide's got to come from Scotland better, because she was just sitting there like a sitting duck on top of Rachel Watson.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Robin Barkram in for Scotland yet. She had a better success in than Rachel Watson previously in the last game that they just came out of against Ireland. So I'm surprised we haven't seen her in yet.
Oh yeah, that bounce shot from the Mount Olive commit, Hannah, just off.
But of course, Rachel Watson has had an incredible couple of games prior to Ireland, coming away with a 50 to 70% save success.
Oh yeah, great job there to create some separation.
Here comes Grace Penny with a great move, but she's going to be a moving pick. There, she needs to set herself with a little bit more space then, so that the Welsh have time to turn. Make sure she carefully doesn't move, something that lots of international players across all of the teams, particularly Ireland, we saw it yesterday, causing some substantial damage with blind and moving picks throughout the game.
Oh yeah, it shows just how desperate this team is to come back against another team that they usually have great success against.
Yeah,
so it just shows the frustration's really getting to them.
Definitely, they know the rules like the back of their hand.
Yeah, right now.
Toe calls, I think.
Right now, Kylie with the ball. Kylie
from the sidelines. Yep.
The Harvard College.
There we go. Third slide, not coming from Scotland, and it's a goal.
That is a great goal from Phoebe Hunt, the Florida Tech commit.
Let's have a look at this on the replay to see her movements there on the drive. Look at this. So comes across the double sent by Scotland, but not covered there.
Yeah, great job there from her, recognizing that they were going to double up the girl with the ball and just
a late anticipation from the Scots there.
Yeah, it's almost looking like the Scots are just attacking the woman with the ball.
Definitely, I think Katie, the slide there could have come from Katie Hiley from the top there, or, sorry, not Katie Hiley. No, yes, Katie Hiley, or Hannah Wiley from the bottom. She slid eventually, Hannah Wiley from the bottom. But it might have needed some communication as Katie Hiley lost her on the initial double as the slide came from Katie Binstead. So they need to communicate that a bit better going forward. Here comes Fiona Cameron.
Yeah, Scotland here.
See what I mean about the ground balls that I spoke about during half-time. Scotland just not locking on to the ball, fumbling around with it on the ground.
They're focused more on their opponents getting to the ball than themselves getting to the ball.
Yeah, I think they're worried about the side, what's coming in from the sides, rather than focusing on protecting the ball well as they come up with it.
Exactly. The speed of this Welsh team is obviously on Scotland's mind. If they're constantly looking over their shoulders to get that ground ball, that's just going to slow them down more.
Definitely. Annabelle Noble. What a shot from her. Brilliant from the Welsh now, starting to pull away from Scotland. It's 8-4 to Wales over Scotland now.
That is Annabelle's second goal here. Surprisingly, all these goals from Wales, they've had no assists.
So again, similar play to Ireland, very individualistic play, but they move the ball really well in their pair work, do Wales. And you could see from that replay, the Scottish are setting up really square on the 1v1. They're not pushing them out wide well enough. They also need to start picking up some of these faster Welsh attackers that they know are big names. People like Annabelle Noble, people, very physical players like Kylie Kieran and Phoebe Hurt. They need to start picking them up, matching them up with people who are very speedy.
Yeah, Phoebe Hurt again right there.
See, Wales are coming out with this ground ball, but it's going to go to Scotland for the held check.
Yeah, lucky break there for Scotland. Without that, Wales would have kept the ball there. But now we're seeing number 16, Isla McIntosh.
She has some serious speed through the midfield. Fantastic stuff from her throughout this tournament. Tabby Black, another really speedy midfielder. Grace Penny now, a straight attacker solely from behind goal. Unlucky there for Phoebe
just
Thornett.
missed the pass. There we go, that's number 11, Kylie Cripwell.
Checking into the sphere, across the body, given by the refs, by Phoebe Thornett.
Oh yeah. Back to Zoe Cripwell, the one that just had that ball. She's the youngest member of the team, currently playing for the Haberdashers Monmouth. I'm not too aware of that school, but I'm assuming you are.
It's an independent school on the border with Wales, I believe. Not sure whether it's quite in England or whether it's in Wales, but it's in the middle of nowhere, I can tell you that.
Well, I'm very accustomed to the middle of nowhere.
Robin McDonald with some formidable defence, but she just loses her discipline at the end as they start to get past her. It's going to set her fall behind the ball, leaving Wales open on the crease, and what a shot!
Great shot there from Kylie Kierson. Wonderful, wonderful shot. That gives her 2 today. It seems like we're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout called by Scotland there. They're just not clawing back at the Welsh well enough, and I think it's down to the defence for Scotland at the moment that's letting it go slightly, but also the accuracy of their feeds. You know, the softness of their hands on that catch just isn't what it was yesterday against the Irish. I think they've really taken a beating in terms of confidence and in terms of their psychological game since Ireland yesterday. Very, very frustrated when I spoke to several players after the game yesterday.
Oh, yeah. You can see this head coach here telling these players, breathe, calm down. Y'all are a great team. You have beaten this team before. You just need to do it again.
You can just see the looks on their faces at the moment. It's a very low energy from Scotland here. Despite coming out so strong, ready for this game, they need to lift their heads up.
Yeah, exactly. You see 2 different stories here. One side, heads held down. Another one, heads held high.
Exactly. The Welsh are really on a roll here.
Yeah.
Testament to the tactics employed by Kieran Pegram-Milner, their head coach.
Yeah. Almost seems like Wales watched that game against Ireland, told themselves, hey, if Ireland can do that, we can do that too.
Exactly. They're using their speed. They're using some of their top drivers to get past the Scottish, who just aren't really matching themselves up well. They need to be swapping players a bit better in that defence, knowing their strengths, knowing their weaknesses, and dealing with that constructively in this game here. Robin McDonald off the draw. She is fantastic here. Watch this pace from her. Will it come off? But she chooses to take it behind goal to settle. Karen Bucknell there, picked up late by Wales. Great opportunity for her there. Grace Penny moving with purpose here. Imogen Cochrane. Tabby Black. Here comes Grace Penny. Here comes Tabby Black. Opportunity here. Just loses a bit of power.
She was stepping back, couldn't get that power out, and easy save for the goalie there.
Yeah, makes it easy for Olivia Downs-Haskell. Keeping that high save percentage. She came away with an 81%. Absolutely astounding success of saves from England game yesterday.
Yep. A quick update on the on how the tourney is looking. So for our first semifinal game tomorrow, we are going to have Czechia against the winner of this game at 4:30. And then at 7 o'clock, we are going to have England taking on Sweden. That should be a great game there. Two powerhouse teams so far. But we will not know how these games will turn out until Scotland and Wales finishes up here.
Now, for those of you watching that shot, Wales have got possession again, even though Scotland were initially closest to that back line. You know, Kylie Kieran running off after the shot with considerable aggression and drive, something that we just didn't see from the Scottish players. They thought they had that guaranteed there.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Kieran here getting that ground ball, keeping possession for the Welsh team here. She's looking around, trying to find a good spot to pass to somebody to cut or to drive in for the score.
Scotland need to dig deep here and work together to force out the Welsh drivers nice and wide.
Yeah, Phoebe Hurt right here, doing so well, driving in.
Look at this.
She's going to take a shot
slide?
here. Goal
from Wales again there.
Gives her one extra to her hat trick right there.
You know, Wales doing a really good job to occupy Scottish defence across from the ball.
Oh yeah, wonderful
no
movement.
slide comes at all from there.
Oh yeah, couldn't recognize it. Everybody's back was to the ball.
Scotland struggling on the defensive side of things at the moment. They need to recognise that isolation. We saw against Ireland that they've sent the double, was well communicated, sent the double from Emily Ballard, and it was super, super effective. They need to start recognising when this clustering is happening from Wales on the isolation of Phoebe Hurt. And they need to match up Phoebe Hurt with somebody with similar pace and style of defence to her.
Yeah, right now, this quarter, Wales scoring 3, with Scotland still at their 4 from the first half.
Here comes Emily Ballard, and another one.
Wow.
A phenomenal performance from Kylie Kieran today.
Completes her hat trick for today. She's having a great game.
Watch this. Emily Ballard overcommits. She loses patience. Look, there we go. See there, Emily Ballard should have set up on the left-hand side of Kylie there to direct her wide out to the far side of the pitch rather than going for the check and overcommitting on the right-hand side of her, leaving her with a clear path to goal.
Yeah, great job reading the defense right there from her.
Just difficult for the Scottish at the moment. Struggling to switch on a little bit. Playing very kind of in their own heads at the moment when we've seen some absolutely fantastic defence from them in the past. They need to really channel that kind of energy going into this fourth quarter now. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock for the third quarter.
Yeah, Nia Martin grabbing that ground ball there. Handing it off to Hannah Legg.
.14 seconds now. It'll go to stop clock though. Struggling with the positioning here. Great defence from Isla McGlintock. That's what we're talking about. Check across the body by Wales, gives her the ball back. Fantastic stuff from there. Here we go, Isla McGlintock in the last 2 seconds here. But that'll be it for the third quarter. Wales lead Scotland 11-4, pulling out and extending their lead against the Scottish now, making it look easy, looking very relaxed, very comfortable in their attack, knowing their strengths perfectly.
Yeah. Great quarter here from Wales, keeping the pressure on Scotland. Now Scotland only has 15 more minutes to mount a pretty major comeback here.
Yeah, it'll be some Andy Murray style comeback that's needed from the Scottish. Hopefully they can channel some of his energy into this next quarter, because they're going to have to come out fighting heads down, but they're starting to pass the sweets around. See some Haribos there. Hopefully that'll help things. In the Welsh side of things, to our right, they look delighted with the performance. Annabelle Noble skipping off the pitch at the end. Even now, you can see on the replays the reaction from the Scottish. It's not a dynamic reaction of, right, let's huddle up, let's find out what went wrong there, what can we do going forward. It's more just kind of heads down from the Scottish in reaction to some of the goals like that we have seen from Kylie Kieran.
Oh yeah, Wales fans right now, ecstatic, waving their flags, banging the drums. While on Scotland's side, it's just silence.
Well, they look more fired coming out now. Lots of encouragement coming forward from senior players like Emily Ballard of Oxford Brookes University, from Grace Penny and her sister Bella Penny. Robin McDonald psyching herself up.
Skipping to the center.
Yeah, ready for that explosion off the draw. She looks like she's setting up for a left-handed draw now. Going to use some of that rotational power that she has from her upper body to send it to Tabby Black. Annabelle Noble on the draw. Holding a very strong success ratio at the moment for the draws. And it does go to the Scottish. Fiona Cameron picks it up off the line. Struggles with some of the pressure applied by the Welsh. Good defence from the Welsh there. Beautiful formation of the V, stopping the Scottish in their tracks. Push will give Caris Bucknell the opportunity she's been looking for. She's had some great cuts and great opportunities for her to score in this game. She's really showcasing her skills here today. Oh, just unlucky for her. Scooped up by Annabelle Noble of Wales. Chased out by Fiona Cameron. Caris Bucknell again. Phenomenal defence, but it'll be given as a push.
Noble taking a pass.
Great re-defence from Scotland, but it's given as a push for the physicality.
Yeah, the Scotland team, obviously a little distraught here. Playing almost with desperation with how strong a few of those pushes were.
Here comes Fiona Cameron. Kai Harper fumbles the ball. She's still got that though. Watch her speed now. Here we go, Kai Harper.
Just got away from number 14 right there. Using that speed.
Kai Harper, arguably one of the most wise players for Scotland in this squad today.
Yeah, that's why she's the captain here with the armband.
And the queen of assists.
That too, yes.
Let's see if she can pull something off today with her drives. Unlucky there. No roll off there from Robin McDonald to create another opportunity. But she trusts Kai Harper to get that step. Just unlucky with the shot there.
Oh yeah, Kai Harper, amazing vision when it comes to the pass. Can see exactly who's open, sees who has the best chance of scoring. But all you can do,
McDonald, just high.
Just over.
Great pinning of the arm there by the Welsh defence, getting on her left arm to stop her from being able to basically take her stick back for the power that she's used to. Textbook defence there from the Welsh. Here comes Fiona Cameron. Great double. by the Welsh there, stopping the Scottish in their tracks. Tabby Black moving it too.
To Harper.
Look at the timing here. Gosh, they're running into each other. But they get the shooting space off. Here comes an opportunity for Kai Harper from the centre hash. Defence have to clear the hash, clear the fan, sorry, but get priority on the adjacent hashes. Here she comes now. Shot, oh, just off the sidebar. Scotland do not have luck on their side today, but she's going to try again. Roll and shooting space again for the Scottish. Gives her another opportunity to get this shot off now. You can see that she would have had that if not off the sidebar. You know, the sidebar and crossbar opportunities only ever happen when you least expect them to.
Oh, yeah.
And when you least want them to. It's a nightmare.
Oh, I can imagine. Right now, number 14. Nia Martin with the ball right now. Oh, intercepted right there.
Beautiful soft hands there from Fiona Cameron.
Yeah.
Now will Robin McDonald be able to open up an opportunity?
Yeah, Nina Martin right now limping off the field.
Look, there we go. Oh, just unlucky. One-on-one with the goalie, Catherine Hiley. Katie Hiley, rather.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw right here, but Nina Martin fell to a knee and had to kind of crawl out of the sub box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unlucky to see that.
Yep, she's just to our right, downstairs underneath the communication tower. Looks to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah,
look, she's all right.
Yeah, it
Might
looked
be
like she was
something to do
grabbing
with
her knee.
Yeah,
exactly.
Pre-existing
You see that
injury for her
wrapped.
there.
Ooh,
And the goalie here.
the goalie is down too.
What happened there?
Time will stop.
You know, series of injuries coming for Wales now.
Yeah, just unlucky.
Hopefully.
Although it looks like Olivia's
Downs. Yeah,
doing
it
better.
looks like it was something to do with the defence there from
the
Scottish that might have caused the injury. Very, very unlucky there.
got tripped up there. Probably fell wrong.
Not intentional, of course.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
intends for that kind of thing to happen.
Oh yeah, that's just what happens when you play with aggression in this game.
Scotland using the opportunities to sub here. We've just had a flurry of midfielders fresh.
Get some fresh legs in here.
2-4 calls from Kieran, their head coach, to the right of us here. Let's see if that's a call in the attack or whether it's more of a possession for the transition. I think it's a transition move, actually.
Oh yeah. Right now, Hannah Legg with the ball, passing it to number 12, Kylie. Kylie settling.
Here we
Now
go.
going across.
Crease roll here. Great defense from Emily Ballard, but it's going to be given, I believe, as a hold.
Should be given free position
Something
here.
I think it looks like it's actually an off-ball thing rather than an on-ball.
Yeah, number
I think a
7
hold
there,
in that
Eleanor.
clustering that was going on for the isolation.
Yeah, Eleanor with the ball here. Not a good
Shouts
pass there.
From the sideline for Ellie to back herself there. She did have a good opportunity to score there, but took the decision not to, which has resulted in the ball in Scottish hands now. Offside by Wales there. Acknowledged by the umpires as she returns onside. Good cut from Imogen Cochrane there, but just fades away a little bit in terms of how dynamic this cuts are. Unlucky for Phoebe Thornett. Scottish hands just not secure with that ball today. You know, there have been moments of brilliance in this Scottish game. Let's hope they can reproduce something similar. There we go, Imogen Cochrane with the ball now for Scotland. Emily Ballard, just unlucky.
Oh, yeah.
Falls to the floor.
Ballard slow to get up.
Let's see what happens here. Ballard on a C-cut from the right elbow. Seen.
Just gets tripped up there.
Yeah, after she shot, or rather after the ball came up flying out of her stick. Check into the sphere by Phoebe Thornett. That's the thing with switching refs. You know, these are a different set of refs that Scotland will have had yesterday against Ireland. So it makes it difficult for them to adjust to the different levels of like strictness in terms of what constitutes a sphere around somebody's head, what they're going to call for. Great tip by Emily Ballard there, stopping the shot in its tracks. Fantastic defense we've seen from her so far. 7 minutes left. Unless Scotland can pull something out of the bag here, it looks like it's going to go in Wales' favour.
Yeah, we will probably see Wales going up against Czechia, the home crowd here. Two fan bases that love their teams very much. We'll probably see a lot of screaming and yelling for that game. Hopefully that game is close.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be a great game to watch.
Yeah, Wales will be riding high, beating arguably a rival team.
You know, it's interesting that the fact that Wales have had a pool with England and Czechia in it, in Division A, you know, that they've had to fight a little bit less for their position. However, I think that maybe that elevated level of playing against teams who came first and second previously in the European Championships has elevated their game and what there's, you know, the standard and the speed of what they're used to. And Phoebe Thornett, unfortunately, doesn't get that shot off. Very, very well read by Olivia Downs-Haskell of Wales.
Just been amazing this game so far.
Great cut though, but just so unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
Oh no, I was just saying this goalie's been great. Only allowed 4 goals so far for this game. That would bring her to only allowing 12 goals through 3 games. It's about 4 goals per game.
And unfortunately, slightly unlucky mistake there from Wales gives Scotland an opportunity in these last 6 minutes for possession. Kai Harper in the centre is going to get that ball, but she's tapped down. Very well read by Kylie Kieran. Here comes Kai Harper of the University of Edinburgh, previously of Fettes College in Edinburgh. Here comes, oh, she almost had an opportunity there with a bit more speed. Katie Binstead would have had a great opportunity there for a shot on goal, but she takes the decision to get the ball behind the goal, which is where Scotland really operate well from. Particularly, here goes Grace Penny, unlucky. Just tries to quick stick it into the goal, but goes a little bit high.
Yeah, that's been the story of the Scotland team so far. Just great opportunities that they can't convert on.
Yeah, I mean, just so unlucky with some of these feeds.
Yeah, just like we saw right here, another great feed right there. Open shot, just misses. We have Harper here.
Wales are really shutting down Harper. They know who she is. Here comes Grace Penny. And finally, there it is for Scotland. After several times of asking, Grace Penny puts it away. Beautiful cut here from her. Kai Harper slowing her feet. You know, Grace Penny was actually just walking away from the goal there. Fooled the defender to come with a lovely C-cut in front.
Yeah.
I think the exhaustion might be starting to get to Scotland here in this heat. But, you know, they are coming back strong towards the end of this game now.
Oh, yeah, they are. I don't know if they'll have enough time to come back from this deficit, but they will definitely try.
Just trying to listen to what their coaches are saying, but not able to. It's a bit far away from me. Hopefully you guys can hear a little bit about what's going on for the Scottish over the microphone from our cameramen. Yeah, huge thank you to them for sticking it out this week in the sun up in our communications tower, despite some of the inclement weather we had yesterday.
Oh, yeah. The Scottish team was definitely a lot more engaged with the coach and the conversation there than they were coming out of that third quarter, could definitely tell there's a new kind of fire in them, trying to at least make this game a lot closer, with Wales just needing to hold on for 4 minutes and 20 seconds plus some added stoppage time after 2 minutes. As you know, in the fourth quarter, once you pass 2 minutes, they will stop the clock for a ball that rolls out of bounds, any foul, any whistle. So that should give Scotland a little bit more time to try to come back here.
Here comes Karis Bucknell. You see what I'm saying about the Scottish ground balls? Their sticks are hanging out, asking for it from Wales. But Fiona Cameron takes the ball now.
Yeah, speaking of those ground balls, getting that little close-up view from here, you can kind of see they're not really moving their feet toward the ball. They're moving the stick toward the ball.
Here we go for Karis Bucknell. You know, the Scottish aren't actually being met by the Welsh defence at this moment. They had the perfect step of about a metre to start their dodge from. They just don't seem to be looking for that confidence to take them on, because the space isn't quite there. The timing's a little bit off in the Scottish attack at the moment.
Yeah, almost like the Scottish aren't recognizing the mistakes that Wales are starting to show here.
Definitely. Here comes a free position for Katie Binstead. Let's see how Kai Harper sets herself up, and Robin McDonald, both. Unbelievable rising shot.
Oh, great.
To hit the midriff of the right-hand side of the goal.
From ground to waist, right to left. Wonderful shot. Really hard for a goalie there to track, especially, or even one as such high caliber as Olivia Downs-Haskell.
Definitely. Katie Binstead should be very, very chuffed with that goal. Textbook. Absolutely textbook. Fantastic stuff from her throughout this entire tournament. But I believe one of the first goals we've seen from her, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll be proud to add her name to the scoreboard. Score is 11-6 to Ireland, not Ireland, to Wales here. Sorry about
they play so similarly, you could mess them up.
Yeah, I think there's, the Welsh have definitely been watched that game. Here comes unbelievable
another
Kai
shot
Harper.
and score. Wow.
Here comes the momentum that Scotland were looking for earlier in the game. Score is 11-7 to Wales.
They got about 2 minutes plus stoppage time to score 4 points. It looks like Wales will be calling a timeout here. Just going to tell their team, calm down. We're still up. Just hold the ball for 2 minutes.
But also timeouts can be used a little bit like in tennis when players tie their shoelaces. It's to try and stop that momentum that the Scottish are riding high off now after 2 consecutive goals in a row.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You also see that in American football when a team is driving down the field at a quick pace, especially later on in the game when all those yards really matter. You'll see a timeout's being called, whether just to slow down the team, get them to cool down, or when the kicker's coming out, they'll call a timeout to try to get them to really feel the situation, to try to ice the kicker and get him to just be nervous enough to mess up. And maybe that's what Wales is doing right now with the Scottish team, making them feel this situation that they're down 4 with 2 minutes left, just trying to get them to be antsy enough to make as many mistakes as possible.
Robin McDonald gets the draw here. Scotland cooking up a storm with her on the draw. Lots of momentum. Somebody's free. They just need to isolate them and find them. It's actually might have been Tabby Black there in that situation. Here comes Kai Harper. Can she do it again? Nice dodge early. Looks for a face, looks for a roll. Looks for a roll again. But it's a push from Wales. Kai Harper just waiting it out there. Taking on the Welsh goalkeeper. Does she get it off? Here we go. And she does!
Wow.
Unbelievable patience from Kai Harper there, waiting for the triple team of Wales to dissolve before finding that space around them.
Oh, yeah, right on pace. 30 seconds from the 2-minute mark. They get a goal. They just need 3 more.
Gosh, what an interesting final quarter this is turning out to be for Scotland. 1 minute 30 now.
Yeah, this could end up being the game of the event here. If Scotland can turn this around and get them to overtime or the win.
It will go to overtime in the event of a draw. Check across the body. He's going to give that to Wales because Robin what am I talking about? Robin McDonald came across the top of the head, over the top of her. Annabelle Noble with the ball now. Faced off by Grace Penny. Across to Olivia Williams. Some confusion here over the positioning, just causing the time to start and stop, which isn't good. It's just leaving seconds of unplayed game that Scotland really need to hold on to here. Fantastic slow of momentum from Eva Bowie there. They're pushing out high to get this ball back. Eva Bowie needs to close off that adjacent a little bit tighter here if they're going to send it. Same for Emily Ballard if it's going to be effective.
Charlie Davis just trying to hold on to the ball.
Advantage
up to 20.
Here. She loses the ball. Does advantage not carried over there. Here comes Robin McDonald for Scotland.
Running as fast as she can.
Look at this chase down here from 7, Eleanor Matthews. Here comes Phoebe Thornett. Can she get this shot off? Kai Harper again. Going to try and poke holes in the defence.
Less than
of
30
Wales.
seconds left.
Push maybe given there. Yep, it's going to be a push.
24 seconds left.
Looks like it's an offside for Wales as well. Lottie Davies pulled off there.
Scotland's going to need to... Yeah, Scotland's going to need a hurry here.
Here's Kai. She's looking towards Emily Ballard, but also to Phoebe Thornett.
Ooh.
Phoebe's just been unlucky today with some of her stick skills. It's not quite what we're used to from her, but fantastic redefense from her. Great determination for the Scottish who get possession. Oh, sorry, my correction. It's possession for Wales, but great determination from Phoebe Thornett all the same. Timeout for Wales, who will be looking to play possession for this last 13 seconds. Score is 11-8. What can the Scottish do at this point to finish on a strong note for them?
Score one more goal.
Yeah, I know, but how are they going to get the ball back off Wales?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what Wales is talking about here. They're just trying to figure out what Scotland's going to do to try to get the ball back. Most likely, you're going to see some double or triple teams right up to the ball.
Yeah, definitely.
And, so you're just going to be seeing...
Hang on a second. When did Robin Barkram go into goal there? I don't know whether that was at the change of the... Maybe it might have been one of the earlier timeouts that she came in. I definitely saw her not kitted up literally a couple of moments ago.
Yeah.
So they're sending her in now to keep the scoreline lower.
Yeah, they're sending... They got 2 girls right at the ball right now.
Formidable defense from Kai Harper there.
And that is...
And that's time.
Wales.
Delighted being victorious over Scotland.
Stunning. A lot... just stunning. A lot of people were saying Scotland should get a relatively easy win here, judging from just very recent stats here. But obviously, Wales have done their homework, and they've done their homework very well.
Definitely. They've taken every single lesson from their game at home internationals against the Scots and have come out with a bang here in this final quarter-final here at the Under-21s European Championships here in Prague. They should be absolutely delighted with that performance. Fantastic game management as well from their management team. Unfortunately, Scotland just came out with a little lack of confidence from the get-go here following that game in Ireland, but they've got some important lessons to take away from that, and they showed fantastic grit and perseverance in that last 5 to 10 minutes of that quarter, really starting to gain the momentum they had been searching for at the beginning of this game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. When you look at Wales, who do you think is going to be the MVP?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Annabelle Noble had a fantastic game, but I think I'm going to give it to Olivia Downs-Haskell, who has been absolutely incredible in terms of her saves made, not only in this game against some of Scotland's top scorers like Phoebe Thornett, but also throughout the rest of this tournament and previous games.
Oh, yeah.
What about for you, Tim?
I mean, I have to agree. She had some amazing saves there. Just overall great. If it's not going to be her, then it's going to be Phoebe Hurt. I mean, she had 5 goals in the game, 1 assist. Just amazing play from her. Then there's also Annabelle Noble, as you said, 2 goals, 5 of 6 on draw wins. Just outstanding play from them. And then Scotland, Kai Harper keeping her team in this. 3 goals, 1 assist. 1 assist for the assist queen here.
Definitely. I think Kai Harper did a fantastic job for Scotland there.
And then we could possibly see Robin McDonald maybe getting it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It's Robin McDonald, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
One for me as well.
8 for 13 on draw control wins.
Yeah, just the pace that she brings to Scotland's game. Kai Harper's leadership lifting her team out of the mud in that last 5 to 10 minutes there. Some fantastic leadership from her and Annabelle Noble from the Welsh team as well.
We will be hearing our coaches' choices for the MVP. I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but the opposing coaches actually picked the MVP for the other team.
Yeah, which I only actually found out literally yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was like the officials on the sideline or like something.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But it's nice to receive that off the opposing team. It means you've really made a mark on the coaches, and it's a player that you've really, taken their eye to during your performance.
Oh, yeah, exactly. When all these coaches are focused on their own players, when you're able to steal their attention, we're going to hear our MVPs now.
Hey.
Yep, Downs-Haskell.
There we go. Tim and I are getting our first one correct on this entire tournament. Not that ours matter, but she is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
She plays for Mellor. I think that's in the UK. I've never actually heard of that one.
Yeah, Mellor. I'm assuming that's either in the UK or Wales. I believe there is another player that might be there. I don't think so.
Yeah, Lucy Mayer, who plays for Sheffield Hallam as well.
Yeah, the attacker.
Kai Harper.
Kai Harper, as we said.
We've nailed this, Tim.
Yes, we did.
Maybe we should be choosing them from now on.
Oh, maybe.
Kai Harper, I mean, unbelievable. One of the loveliest people in the game. And a fantastic addition to Scottish leadership.
Oh, yeah.
With Bella Penny.
Yeah, just kept the team's aggressiveness up, even when they were down terribly here. Now we're seeing Wales showing all their excitement here. Excited they're moving up to the semifinals, up against Czechia.
And
that should be a very interesting game.
Towards their fans. You can see how many of them dominate. Almost half of supporters out here today, more than half rather, with all those Welsh flags up.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that sea of red. So, Tim, can you run us through who Wales will be meeting going forward onto the semi-finals?
So tomorrow, after our first game at 9 a.m., which would be Poland-Spain, we would get the losers of Italy and England versus the losers of Sweden and Ireland. So that would be Italy versus Ireland. After that, we're going to get Germany against, we just found out now, Scotland, since they have lost.
That'll be an interesting game, seeing as they drew previously in their Division B pool.
Yeah, exactly. We should wonder if this game will be a little different, if Germany can actually win against Scotland here, or if Scotland will stay ahead of this of that strong team.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then we have the winners, We will have England going against, I'm sorry, that's not first. First at 4:30 would be Czechia going against Wales, which should be a very interesting game. I don't think anybody really saw a matchup like this coming.
Yeah, a repeat of their games in Division A. Let's see the lessons that Wales take from that. You know, they clearly did their homework today following home internationals, but let's see if they can have a quick turnaround to come away with the win against Czechia, the home nations, and the host nation, rather.
Exactly. And then we also have for the last game at 7 p.m. or 1900, we will have the returning champions England going up against Sweden, which should be another amazing game.
Oh, that will be a good one, particularly as Sweden had an absolutely outstanding win against Ireland today.
Oh, yeah. These are possibly the two best teams. It's just a shame that we wouldn't be able to see them in the finals.
Some moments playing back there on your screens now, but we will say goodnight to you from myself, Annie Parker, and from
Timothy Graham.
We'll see you tomorrow for a fantastic day in the sun. Friday's playoffs continue with the semi-finals and also the brackets for rankings at the European Championships. We will see you tomorrow. See you later.
I'm just going to change into them later. Wait! No!
Girls, honestly, fill out your water bottle before you go to that one's about to go, yeah? Come on.
There's a big version of the Dragon Fairy dragon on the floor. Someone's goggles.
Wait, Phoebe, wait! Wait! Did he go? Do it! Come on, Jenny!
Yeah, get your crutches.
Anyone taking that GPS off? Want to give it to me? Oh my God! We can give it to you in a minute if you want.